In a world obsessed with fame and glamour, there was one woman who redefined both. Audrey Hepburn, the epitome of elegance, grace, and timeless grace. Born Audrey Kathleen Ruston in Brussels, Belgium, in May 1929, she spent her childhood traveling between England and the Netherlands. But soon the winds of war swept across Europe, and the bright child found herself in the shadow of one of history's darkest times. As a young woman during World War II, Audrey experienced hunger and heartbreak. She aided the Dutch resistance by carrying secret messages in her shoes. And when food was scarce, she survived by relying on tulip bulbs and water. Those memories of fear and deprivation shaped her heart, giving birth to a quiet strength that would one day shake the world. After the war, she dreamed of becoming a ballerina. But life, as it often does, had other plans. She found work as a chorus girl and model in London, where her delicate beauty and natural grace began to attract attention. Casting directors noticed something extraordinary, a presence that could light up the screen without a word. In 1953, destiny came in the form of a film called Roman Holiday. Starring opposite Gregory Peck, Audrey played a princess yearning for freedom. It was a role that reflected her own spirit, vulnerable but brave, sophisticated but independent. The world watched in awe as she captivated hearts, earning her an Academy Award for Best Actress in her first leading role. From that moment on, Hollywood was never the same. Audrey Hepburn became a symbol of a new era, one that valued simplicity over extravagance, purity over glamour. Her roles in Sabrina, Funny Face, The Nun's Story, and My Fair Lady made her an icon. But it was Breakfast at Tiffany's that immortalized her image, the black dress, the pearls, the cigarette holder, a portrait of timeless sophistication. Yet behind this beauty was a deeply sensitive woman. She doubted her beauty, often saying that she was not glamorous enough for Hollywood. She valued kindness over fame and love over applause. In her personal life, Audrey longed for family and stability. Her first marriage, to actor Mel Ferrer, brought her son Sean and, for a time, happiness. But fame has a price, and the pressures of Hollywood took their toll. After their breakup, she later found peace with Dutch actor Robert Olders, whom she called the love of her life. In the late 1960s, Audrey began to retreat from the spotlight. She acted in fewer films, choosing instead to devote her time to truly important causes. In 1988, she became a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, traveling to some of the poorest parts of the world. Somalia, Sudan, Ethiopia, she met children suffering from hunger and war and gave them hope. Those who worked with her described her presence as calm, genuine, and deeply human. People, more than things, need to be restored, renewed, revitalized, reclaimed, and liberated. Never throw anyone away. This wasn't a line from a movie, it was her truth. Audrey Hepburn's final years were spent quietly at her home in Switzerland, surrounded by flowers, books, and the people she loved most. Even as illness touched her life, she remained dignified, a true reflection of grace in the face of death. In January 1993, at the age of 63, Audrey Hepburn died. But her legacy did not fade. It only deepened, living on through her films, her humanitarian work, and her spirit of kindness. Today, she is one of the few stars whose fame transcends time. Not for scandal, not for luxury, but for light. For compassion. For a beauty that comes not from wealth, but from the soul. Audrey Hepburn taught us that beauty is not what you look like. It's how you make others feel. And perhaps that is why, decades after her death, her eyes still meet us on the screen, calm, graceful, eternal. Because Audrey Hepburn was not just the face of Hollywood's golden age. She was its heart. Audrey Hepburn, a legend not of glamour, but of beauty. Whose light will never fade.